R for reading. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Today, we're going to be reading a book called Father's Day by Anne Rockwell. Pictures by Lizzy Rockwell. Today, we are making books about our dads. I'm writing about how my dad is so strong. He can still carry me. Yippee! I'm as tall as the sky when I'm up on his shoulders. Papa sings his favorite song to me if Mama has to go work at night. Eveline said it's the one his Mama and Papa sang to him. She hummed the tune, and we stopped writing to listen. Mrs. Madoff reminded us, remember, we need quiet when we write. So Eveline stopped humming and we went back to work. After a while, Evan raised his hand. How do you spell skillet? He asked Mrs. Madoff. She said S-K-I-L-L-E-T. He erased something he had written and wrote it again. I was sure he was writing about the camping trip he and his dad went on. Just the two of them. Evan told me that they slept in a tent and cooked bacon and eggs in a skillet. Jessica chewed on the end of her pencil. I don't know who to write about. She whispered, I have two fathers. My dad, who lives in Texas, and Lou, who lives here with me and Mom. Write about both of them, I said. Hey, why didn't I think of that? She said. When it was time to read what we'd written, Charlie went first. My father's a terrific person. He has lots of friends, and I know why. He never gets mad or loses his patience. He says he can't because when you're the pilot of a big jet plane, you always have to keep your cool. Jessica read next. I have two fathers and love both of them. My dad, Bradley, lives in Texas and knows all about horses. My stepfather, Lou, has never even been on a horse. He always plays giggle bugs with me after work, even if he's tired. Sarah read, My father's great at everything. Yes, everything in the world. He's such a great cook. He should be a chef on TV. You should taste his chocolate marshmallow minty fudge. It's delicious. Pablo held his paper close to his face. I feel so proud when my Papi and I play soccer. Papi shows me how to kick and dribble. Every time I practice with him, I get better. Papi plays on a team in town with his friends. He says that one day I'll be a better player than him. Kate said, I wrote a poem for my dad. Is that okay? Of course, said Mrs. Madoff. Kate read her poem, which went, Daddy taught me how to dive and to find a beehive. When I got three shiny fish, we put them in a yellow dish. For a long time, I drew pictures of me in a bright pink room. Michiko said, I told my father how much I wanted a bright pink room. One day, we went to the hardware store, and now my dream has come true. My father and I painted my room summer rose because that's the color I picked. My dad reads all the time, Nicholas read. We like reading the same kind of books. Oh, look at those book covers. They both are reading about Vikings. That looks interesting. After lunch, we took our stories to the publishing center. Michiko's mother was helping there that day. She printed copies for all the dads. On the Friday in June before Father's Day, we came to school with our dads. We gave them our books. All of a sudden, a man in a cowboy hat got out of a pickup truck and ran to Jessica. "Dad, I didn't know you were coming," she said as they hugged each other. "I wanted to surprise you," he said. Jessica had two dads at the Father's Day picnic. "We had cupcakes and brownies," Sarah said. The brownies were almost as good as the one her dad makes. My dad read his book again and again. Each time he read it, he gave me a hug. Wow, such a beautiful story it was. What are your plans for Father's Day this year? I hope you all enjoyed this story. Aww, I can't reach the subscribe button. Could you press it for me?